Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is another Motown's Wrestling Review. I am the president of Motown's Wrestling Group, Tony Motown Allen. And if you're not part of the Motown's Wrestling Group on Facebook, you need to join. But right now, we're going to do a review for SmackDown. I'd like to thank everybody who watches the reviews and everything. And I'd like to thank you, everybody, for their continued support. But now we're going to kick off with Friday Night SmackDown review. And SmackDown kicked off with L.A. Knight. Yeah! He was in the ring, kicking off SmackDown, cutting a promo, basically talking about Seth freaking Rollins. Calling out Seth Rollins and everything, ready to mix it up with him. But instead of Seth Rollins, we get, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. The Hall of Famer, the GOAT himself, came out instead of Seth Rollins. The GOAT himself talked about how much he likes LA Knight, and how he's always been a big fan of his and everything. And because of his respect for him, they're going to offer him a pass. Just leave the ring, leave the arena, leave the city, and there will be no consequences. But if he doesn't leave, there will be consequences. LA Knight decides to challenge Paul Heyman to a match since he can't get Seth freaking Rollins. And this resulted in Paul Heyman rolling out of the ring. Out come Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. They jump into the ring and attack LA Knight. LA Knight and they'll fight outside the ring. LA Knight gets a chair and fights him off with the chair. Then when we get back for commercial break, we hear about a match for LA Knight come up later tonight. It's going to be LA Knight versus Big Bronson Reed. Then next up for on SmackDown, it is the Empress of Tomorrow. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Asuka's taking on 5 Feet of Fury, the crazy one herself, Alexa Bliss. Everybody knows that I'm definitely an Alexa Bliss fan. She's short, she's crazy, just like I like them. But this match was an okay match and everything. Bliss went for the Twisted Bliss, but Asuka got her knees up, hit Bliss with a weak ass hip attack. Like she barely touched her with her hip, but it was enough to get to 1, 2, 3. Asuka moves on to the finals. The match itself was kind of like, I expected more out of Asuka and Alexa Bliss in this match though, but I did give the match a C. Wasn't either one's best work. Served its purpose and everything. The finish was really kind of screwy. Only ways I say screwy because it just, that hip attack did not look, it didn't look like it should even knocked her down, much less knocked her out to get the win. So that's just my opinion. Share your opinions in the comments below. Next up, we have Aleister Black taking on from Pretty Deadly Kip Williams. When Kip Williams came out for a singles match with Aleister Black, I'm just like, why? Then my question was answered. As Aleister Black is working his way to the ring, and I love his entrance, I love his presentation, everything about him. But Kip Williams get attacked by Ron Killings. And then he calls out John Cena. And of course, they're going to be wrestling later on in the night. But Aleister Black doesn't get his match because Ron Killings took out his opponent. Next up, Cody Rhodes come out and everybody's singing Cody Rhodes' song. Whoa, whoa. But then the moment of the night. Before Cody Rhodes even get a chance to speak, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one is, oh man, we get the yeet. And they didn't cut us off. I was yeeting, you were yeeting, my mom, everybody was yeeting there. Jey Uso finally gets into the ring, they stop the music, all the crowd start chanting one more time, and we had to run it back and do a little bit more yeeting. So this was the most yeeting I've seen on free TV in a long time. Thank you WWE for that. Thank you for giving us our moment and everything. Of course, Jey Uso is going to be taking on Cody Rhodes and on Raw to determine who's going to the finals of the King of the Ring. So, of course, them two were talking about that. They also talked, and Jey Uso also mentioned how, like, they've been through a lot since Cody's been there. Like, they battled Jay's family. They won Tag Team Gold. They both finished their story. Like, their journeys have been pretty similar and been right there with each other. But only one man can win, though. So this ought to be interesting. That ought to be an interesting match for sure, especially with the friendship and the bond that they have between them two. Though, definitely looking forward to it. And then Sami Zayn comes out. Sami Zayn pointed out the obvious, how like Jay's a former world champion, Cody's a former world champion. The only person in that ring right now that has never won the world championship is Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn got a match coming up later with Randy Orton to determine who's going to the finals of the King of the Ring. Then out comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton said, like, I'm sure like he would agree, pointing to Uso. I'm sure he would agree, pointing to Cody Rhodes. I'm sure they would agree, pointing to the fans. Sami Zayn, you're a future world champion. And everybody knows you're a future world champion. One day, you will win that title. But that day is not going to be on SummerSlam. So he's got a match later on. And, of course, he got a lot of history with Cody Rhodes. I actually kind of hope that Cody Rhodes beat Jey Uso so we could get Cody in the finals. I'll discuss why a little bit later. But I did like when Randy Orton told Jey Uso, like, 4 letters, 1 word. He's like, 3 letters, 1 move. The most deadly 3 letters in the world of wrestling. So Sami and Randy Orton are already out there. So when they come back from commercial break, we jump right into their semi-final match. Man, Orton he's the GOAT. And I brag about how much I love Will Ospreay, and to me, Will Ospreay is probably the best wrestler in AEW. But Randy Orton is the best active wrestler today. I don't think there's anybody who's better in the ring than Randy Orton right now. Randy Orton hit Sami with a scoop slam, which was impressive. He hit him with the DDT off the ropes. He's just incredible in the ring. Sami Zayn came off the ropes and everything, and then Orton caught him with another scoop power slam. Everything Orton does out there is crisp. Sami, I did like the fact that he is looking a little bit more aggressive and everything. I think he's on the way to turning heel. We'll see. But I like the extra aggression that he showed in this match and everything. Sami countered the RKO and went for the Blue Thunder, but only got the 2 count off the Blue Thunder. Sami also blocked another RKO, went for the hell of a kick, and then bang, Diamond Cutter. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. This match was my match of the night. Absolutely love it. I gave this match an A. Next up, it's Titty Time. And everybody know me. I love Titty Time. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton came out there. No, unfortunately, as much as I love Titty Time and Tiffany Stratton, my girl, she's the real Titty Time. That's for goddamn sure. But anyway, Nia Jax was cutting a promo on Tiffany. Then Tiffany comes out and basically told Nia that she needs to stop sounding like a bitter, toxic ex and move on. And then they set up a match for next week. It's going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax in the last woman standing match for the title. And that's going to be next Friday in Saudi Arabia. After Tiffany announced that match, Nia takes her out, starts attacking her, beat her down, and then out comes Naomi to cash in on a beat down Tiffany Stratton. When she goes to cash in, Nia Jax stops her, pulls her out of the ring, then makes sure that she wasn't able to cash in on Titty Time. So, interesting dynamic. Me personally, I don't think it'd be a bad thing to have Naomi cash in on one of them next week after their last women's standing match, but who knows? Next up, you got, honestly, in my opinion, 2 GOATs. Charlotte Flair is the GOAT of women's wrestling, but Chelsea Green, she's a fucking star, and I wish they would just use her better and everything. She's everything. Like, she should be getting a bigger push than she's getting. But the match itself was really pretty good. I mean, I like the back and forth between the two. Flair countered the Unprettier into a spear. So, she went for the Unprettier. Charlotte got out of it. Came up with a spear that looks better than Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. That's for goddamn sure. Charlotte put the figure 8 on Chelsea Green. Chelsea starts tapping out as Piper Niven comes in and do a senton bomb on top of Charlotte Flair while she had the figure 8 on her. And it actually looked like Charlotte kind of tweaked her knee or something. I'm not sure if she was just selling it or if she legit kind of tweaked it a little bit, though, but it looked kind of nasty. But then the Secret Hervis came in. They were beating down Charlotte Flair, and out comes Alexa Bliss for the save. And then them two just kind of stare at each other. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with Bliss and Flair. The match itself, I gave a B-. I thought it was decent. I love both women, and I just like to see Chelsea Green get more of a push. Next, we have Solo Sokola in the ring calling out Jacob Fatu because he wants to hear those 4 words. I love you, Solo. Wants to take him back into the family. And Fatu comes out. Oh, and Solo came out to the ring alone and everything. He didn't have JC Motown with him. He wants to talk to Solo individually. Fatu comes out, offers him a title shot for Night of Champions. And then they booked the match. And then as they was wrapped up the segment, Solo went for the Samoan Spike. Fatu countered it. They starts to fight. Then out comes JC Mattel and attacks Fatu from behind. They're doing a 2-on-1 on him, and then we hear Jimmy Uso's music. So Jimmy Uso comes out for the save, gets beat down. Fatu gets back up and saves him. So looks like Jimmy Uso and Fatu might be a new alliance. Our next match, it is Big Bronson Reed versus L.A. Knight. Yeah! It was a good back and forth between the two. Bronson Reed is a good big man. I mean, he's a big man that can really move. He moves faster than he looks. L.A. Knight, of course, I mean, he's a constant seller. Just really, really good in the ring. Needs a fucking push. He definitely needs a push. He's kind of in the same boat as Chelsea Green, in my opinion. But Braun Breaker ends up coming into the match. He spears L.A. Knight. Then Bronson Reed picks him up for another and holds him for another Braun Breaker spear. And then they pull him up. Then while he's down, Bronson Reed went to the top and hit him with one tsunami. Then he went back to the top rope and hit him with another tsunami. And then he goes to the top rope and tsunami for the 3rd time. I just think the match ended too soon. But overall, I gave this match a C. Next up, we have the main event for SmackDown. It is R-Truth taking on John Cena in a non-title match. R-Truth is looking a lot more aggressive here. We don't have like happy-go-lucky Truth in this match. We have a more serious competitive R-Truth, which is really good. But at the end, Cena ends up getting disqualified. He used the belt on R-Truth, and then was trying to beat him down when CM Punk's music hit. CM Punk comes out to make the save. Them two start fighting in the ring. Punk gets hit with a low blow. And then all of a sudden, Cena gets a table into the ring, puts Punk through the table. And then we get the John Cena pipe bomb. And Punk, I mean, the promo was a good 5-6 minutes. Punk was laid out for the entire time. Instead of Cena sitting on the ground like John Cena, he set up on the top turnbuckle to do his promo, and it was kind of funny because I mean he kind of went in on Cena doing the exact same pipe bomb that Cena did 14 years ago. Talked about how like he doesn't hate Punk. No, he actually kind of likes him, and he did acknowledge that Punk is the best in the world. He is the best bullshitter in the world. Got everybody kind and everything. And then he broke the 4th wall. Hey, Claudio Castagnoli. Hey, Nick Nemeth. Hey, Matt Cardona. How you guys doing? Mentioned John Cena. John Cena mentioned that CM Punk has the same 5 microphone moves of doom. He also called CM Punk sorry guys. And he also talked about how CM Punk changes his values like he changes his shirts, which is a shot at CM Punk actually going to Saudi Arabia. After all the years of not wanting to do business in Saudi, never wanting to go to Saudi, and now CM Punk is going to Saudi. John Cena said he is definitely a TKO guy. I mean, he's speaking some truth there. I mean, TKO definitely taking care of him paycheck-wise, and we are seeing it, though. So, definitely good promo. Got me a little bit more excited for this feud with them. I don't suspect that John Cena is going to drop the title in Saudi to CM Punk, but I think this is definitely John Cena's biggest challenge since winning the title, and I'm excited for it and everything. Though I would love it if CM Punk wins, though, but we know that's not going to happen. But that wraps up SmackDown. Next week, of course, I'm doing Raw and SmackDown review, but when I do the SmackDown review, I'm also going to do my predictions for Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, though. So, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. and leave comments. I mean, if you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever the case may be, leave your comments below or leave it in Motown's wrestling group or if you're in there. So, talk to you guys later.